It is day one of a new era in the U.S. history and a changing landscape, so to speak, in our nation's capital. Fences have been taken down, checkpoints dismantled after weeks of heightened security ahead of President Joe Biden's inauguration. The new commander-in-chief signing a series of executive orders today, many of them focused on the pandemic.
It comes, of course, as the Senate confirms his first cabinet pick, and lawmakers debate when and if the Senate should begin the process of former President Trump's second impeachment trial. Our NewsNation team has both of these stories from the nation's capital tonight, and we begin with correspondent Michael Shore live with the latest on a busy first full day in office for President Joe Biden. Michael.
That's right. The peaceful transition, Rob, comes to a full halt when you get to the business of running the country. Joe Biden out as promised. Look, he was a candidate. He talked about COVID and how he would do it differently. As president-elect, he put a plan together. Today was the first day of the implementation of that plan. Like you said, it included a lot of executive action as well as some familiar faces.
Good afternoon.
It's the first full day that the Open for Business shingle has been hung at the Biden White House, and business was brisk, most specifically on the administration's plans for fighting the pandemic, the president calling the vaccine rollout to date a dismal failure.
Asking the American people to mask up for the first 100 days, the next 99 days. The mask have become a partisan issue, unfortunately, but it's a patriotic act.
Just a few moments ago, the president also released a national COVID-19 strategy and signed 10 executive orders and other directives to move quickly to contain the crisis.
Including a mandate on masks on or in airplanes, in airports, on trains, intercity buses, and maritime vessels. But on Capitol Hill, COVID relief remains in limbo, and Republicans remain skeptical.
Well, it looks like they're going to send us this package of a $1.9 trillion bill when most of the legislation that we just passed a few weeks ago has yet to be implemented.
Yeah, I think the package is too big. We got a $15 minimum wage increase that would crush small businesses, but I'm for a additional stimulus payment to middle and low-income Americans.
In spite of continued House approval, Tennessee Democratic Representative Steve Cohen says the Senate needs to act.
They need 60 votes generally. I don't know that they can get 10 Republicans to support it, even though it's so important now, and we're finally taking a federal approach to help the public on the COVID issue.
Democratic Senator Tim Kaine agrees with his House colleague, but says there are other remedies.
Because I'm on the Budget Committee, one option for that bill is using a budget reconciliation process that would enable us to do much of it with a simple majority rather than the traditional 60-vote majority that's often needed in the Senate.
In post-inaugural Washington, politics is back. The United States is back in the WHO, and the doctor who will lead that delegation is still in.
If we get 70 to 85% of the country vaccinated, let's say by the end of the summer, middle of the summer, I believe by the time we get to the fall, we will be approaching a degree of normality. It's not going to be perfectly normal.
Dr. Fauci earlier today was at the World Health Organization, sort of re-entering it. That was one of the executive orders that the president signed yesterday, re-entering the World Health Organization that the Trump administration had pulled the United States out of. And again, Dr. Fauci is going to lead that delegation. The president calling these moves today bold but practical, and reminding Americans that in even these most dire times, it has been dark in the world of COVID. Even over the past few days, he said it's going to get worse before it gets better.